is this binary button. So when you select this binary button, let me go back to a more normal table without so many points, so it makes it easier to show. You get what the actual data in the calibration would be. So the compare for the first point in the table is 41 in hexadecimal, which is negative 7.24, which if I come back over here really quick, oops, won't let me do that, you can see. And it gives you the return, or the value that the computer would get back, and it gives you the slope of the line after this point, because the slope, again, the slope before this line is 0. And a positive slope, as in algebra, would be going up, and a negative slope would be going down. So if we go back to this binary screen, we can see that the slope between the first compare and the second compare is 0.172, or a slope of 1.445. Again, it shows that the second point in the table, the second compare point in the table is 70 in hex, and its return is 0A in hex, and it also gives the slope between the second and third point, and it shows that the compare for the third point is B8 in hex, and the return is FE in hex. And again, there is no slope after the third point because it is flat in these tables. Again, that only applies to, it actually applies to the majority of tables. It does not apply to the main fueling tables. You can also click this secondary button, and you can see how the first two, the compare, or the first set of values, the compare, the return, and the slope, change between the primary calibration and the secondary calibration, which is the compare. So if you watch as I flip it back and forth, and the slope for this is slightly different. Oh, I did move that a little bit, huh? Okay. And if you were to hit this hex button here, it actually gives you the whole table. If you recall back to the first line in the table file that I was showing before, you can see that it matches the address, which is C00B. And then, again, this is probably a little advanced and doesn't, you don't need to worry too much about it, but it tells you how many points are in this table, the first value, the return, and then the slope. And again, this is the secondary calibration. So if I go back to the table, you should see in the leftmost column 5E, and then F4 in the middle column, and then 0139 in the right column. So 5E, F4, 0139. And this is really just helpful if you think that that either the table definition is bad or dcal is showing you something really funny. You can go to the hex view, and if you really are feeling brave, dig down into it and make sure that that what it's showing you is what's actually true. That is about it. If you would like to save the calibration, again, click the save button, see what file name, hit OK, and then you can go and burn that bin file onto a chip and run your car with it. Again, if you guys have any questions or felt like I glossed over something too fast or missed something, drop me a PM, respond somehow, post up in the thread. Just let me know, and hopefully I can clear it up. Hopefully there's more of these to come. Talk to you guys later.